Hello everyone, welcome to the God's Perspective channel. Here we explore the miracles and stories of Jesus Christ together. Today, we will delve into another famous miracle of Jesus, the story of him walking on the Sea of Galilee and healing the blind man. The story takes place on the Sea of Galilee, a significant location for Jesus' ministry, situated in northern Israel. One evening, Jesus' disciples were crossing the Sea of Galilee by boat, while Jesus stayed ashore to pray alone. As the night deepened, the disciples encountered a fierce storm. The boat was battered by strong winds and waves, and they were in constant danger of capsizing. Despite their best efforts to keep the boat steady, the disciples felt helpless and fearful. Suddenly, they saw a figure walking on the water, approaching them through the storm. Due to the poor visibility caused by the storm, they couldn't immediately recognize who it was and cried out in fear, "It's a ghost!" But the figure spoke calmly, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." Recognizing Jesus' voice, the disciples were reassured. Peter, the brave and enthusiastic disciple, upon confirming it was Jesus, eagerly said, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus responded, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat and began walking on the water towards Jesus. However, when he felt the force of the wind and waves, fear overcame him, and he began to sink. Panicking, he cried out, "Lord, save me!" Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught Peter, saying, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Together they climbed back into the boat. As soon as they were in the boat, the storm ceased, and the sea became calm. Witnessing this, the disciples were filled with awe and reverence, proclaiming, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This miracle is not just about Jesus walking on water. It embodies many deep symbolic meanings and teachings. Firstly, it demonstrates Jesus' power over nature. The storm and waves symbolize the difficulties and challenges in our lives, and Jesus walking on water represents his ability to control and overcome all natural and supernatural forces. Through this miracle, Jesus showed his divinity to the disciples, reinforcing their faith that he is the Son of God. Secondly, this miracle teaches us the importance of faith. When Peter first stepped onto the water, he was full of faith and courage. However, when he became frightened by the wind and waves, his faith wavered and he began to sink. This reminds us of the crucial role of maintaining faith in God when facing life's storms and challenges. No matter how great the difficulties, if we trust in God, he will surely extend his hand to help us through. Thirdly, the miracle emphasizes the necessity of obedience and reliance on God. Peter was able to walk on water because he followed Jesus' command and relied on his power. However, when he relied on his own strength and abilities, fear and doubt caused him to fail. This teaches us that in life, we need to constantly depend on God's strength and guidance, rather than relying solely on our own capabilities. Moreover, this miracle showcases God's love and compassion. Despite Peter's wavering faith, Jesus did not rebuke him, but immediately reached out to save him. This reflects God's care and mercy for each of us. Even when we falter and doubt, God is always willing to help and support us. This miracle is recorded in the Gospel of John, chapter 9. The story takes place in Jerusalem, where Jesus and his disciples encounter a man born blind. The disciples ask Jesus, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" In Jewish culture at the time, illness and disability were often seen as consequences of sin, a form of divine punishment. Jesus, however, rejects this notion and replies, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." Jesus then proceeds to heal the blind man. He spits on the ground, makes some mud with the saliva, and puts it on the man's eyes. Then he tells the man, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." The man obeys Jesus' instruction, and when he returns, he can see. This simple yet miraculous act not only demonstrates Jesus' divine power, but also deeply conveys his teachings and compassion. The blind man's neighbors and those who had seen him begging are astonished. They ask, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg?" Some claim he is, while others say, "No, he only looks like him." But he himself insists, "I am the man." Jesus hears that the man has been expelled by the Pharisees and finds him. He asks, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" The man responds, "Who is he, sir? Tell me so that I may believe in him." Jesus says, "You have now seen him. In fact, he is the one speaking with you." The man exclaims, "Lord, I believe," and worships Jesus. This miracle is not just about Jesus healing a blind man. It carries profound symbolic meaning and teachings. Firstly, through this miracle, Jesus reveals his divinity and special relationship with God. He is not only a great teacher and prophet, but also the Son of God with supernatural power. Secondly, this miracle teaches us not to attribute illness and suffering solely to sin. Jesus clearly states that the man's blindness was not due to his or his parents' sin, but to showcase the works of God. This reminds us not to make hasty moral judgments when facing suffering, but to seek deeper meanings and opportunities within it. Thirdly, this miracle underscores the importance of faith and obedience. The blind man followed Jesus' instructions, even though they might have seemed meaningless, and as a result, he was healed. This teaches us how crucial it is to trust and obey God's guidance when facing life's challenges and difficulties. Additionally, this story highlights Jesus' compassion for the marginalized. The blind man was part of a vulnerable group in society, yet Jesus approached him with empathy and love, giving him hope and dignity. This teaches us to care for and assist those who are overlooked or marginalized, embodying God's love and mercy. Through the miracle of Jesus healing the man born blind, we witness his supernatural power and deep compassion for humanity. This is not just an ancient story, but a revelation for our lives today. No matter how great the storms and difficulties we face, if we believe in Jesus, he will always reach out to help us at the right time. I hope this story brings you strength and faith. If you find this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends and family. Let's face every challenge in life bravely, under God's guidance. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. May God bless you.